So when talking about the hip, we can still reference everything to the shoulder. Actually, with the hip, referencing it to the shoulder is probably the easiest, just because everything looks so similar. And when you really think about things, the hip has a lot of movement, and so does the shoulder. So once again, knowing this kind of indicates our arthrokinematics. So right here we have a concave acetabulum and a convex femoral head. This would indicate that any kind of movement, a glide, will be in the opposite direction. So say we abduct out this way, the roll will also be this way, but there will be a medial glide in the opposite direction. And same goes for any kind of adduction. So say there's some adduction here, the roll will also adduct, and the glide will move laterally. So once again, referencing the knee to the shoulder, it's fair to say that the knee does not nearly have as much motion as the shoulder does, and this kind of indicates what our arthrokinematics are, even without knowing any kind of concave or convex surfaces. But here we have the femoral head. This will be a convex surface, and then you have the tibia, which is a concave surface. This means that any sort of direction or movement, a glide is going to be in the same direction. So for example, if we were to flex our knees, the roll will be in the same direction, and the glide will also be in the same direction. So the ankle could get a little complicated just because there could be open chain and a closed chain. But just for pure easiness, we're just going to use the open chain, meaning we are not standing on the ground. So if we really think about it, just comparing it to the shoulder, the ankle relatively has a lot of motion. Granted, not as much as the shoulder, but definitely more, say, than the knee or the elbow. Once again, this sort of movement kind of indicates what the arthrokinematics are without knowing any concave or convex surfaces. But we have the Tyler dome right here, and that is convex, while we have a concave tibia. This means that any sort of motion, wherever that motion is, there is going to be a glide in the opposite direction. So, for example, if we were to move to plantar flexion, the roll of this would be in the same direction, and there will also be a glide in the opposite direction.